Just waiting for okay, recording has started. So I'm going to share my screen now. Then we are going to just start the class. Like I said, today we'll be looking at data modeling, and this is something that you guys have also been taught during the Excel class. So that's why it's not going to take too much of our time. It's just still the same thing. Data modeling is the same thing everywhere. There is no difference in data modeling. It is the same thing. So we all know what data modeling is. It's just a way of us combining our our tables together, linking them with the same with a primary key, that is a key that is common with our table. We use that primary that column to link one table with another. Like we can see on my screen here, we can see these particular tables. There is no any relationship between them. Relationship is when I'm linking two tables together, I'm trying to create a relationship between them. So because there's no relationship between them, this is not data modeling yet. All these tables, they are all independent. They are all separate. So for this, there's nothing like data modeling happening here yet. As you can see, this is not a data model. This is a collection of independent table which shares no connections or relationship. That's because we don't have anything bringing them together or joining them together. If we try to visualize this table now, we will see that it's just going to bring everything separately. It's not going to show anything just because there is no relationship between them. But let's see, when we finally build a relationship between them, this arrows is what we call relationship. The tables are connected via relationship based on common fields. What is connecting this table is what is known as product key. And to connect to connect two tables together, we usually need dimensional table and facts table. Facts table are tables that they keep changing every time. That is where our main data is. While dimensional table are just table that they are constant. They are not really changing from time to time. We don't really touch them every time. So those are the dimensional table. For example, here, this sales table is our facts table, while this return table is also a fact table, while this product lookup table is a dimensional table. It is possible for us to have two fact table. We'll be looking at that later on in the class. We can see that after creating a relationship between this table, which is data modeling, we have our order quantity and return quantity looking the right way it's supposed to look. And there's also something called database normalization. Joseph shared a PDF with us one time that's all about data modeling. So we should all still try and check notes and resources to read more on data modeling in case you didn't go through it that time. But for everyone who attempted the Excel project, I'm very sure that you had to go through data modeling for you to be able to get your visualization right. So normalization is the process of organizing the tables and columns in a relational database to reduce redundancy and preserve data integrity. So this is just a way of us keeping data integrity. That is, there's no duplicate data and the likes. So that is why we usually have data modeling. Like I said before, we usually have fact table and dimensional tables. Data modeling generally contains two types of tables. That is our fact table, and we also have our dimension table. Like I said before, our fact table is the data we are actually dealing with from time to time. Dimension table are actually usually lookup table that we just look into it to confirm what is in our fact table. It's not a table that is changing from time to time. We can say example here, fact table contains numerical values or metrics used for summarization. That is sales, our sales is changing every day, orders is changing every day, transaction is changing every day. Dimension table contains descriptive attributes used for filtering or grouping product. We already know that, okay, this is the product we are selling. We are only selling bike or car. we know that okay, that is fixed. Our customers too, they are somehow kind of fixed also. Dates, we know what date is about, and our store, we know that okay, we have 4 store, we have 5 store. It is not changing every day. In the future, we can add to our dimension table, but it is not something that change every minute or every day today. By the everyday today activity, we can see example here. We can see this is an example of this is a fact table. A fact table contains date, it contains the product ID, and it contains quantity, sorry. And this is our calendar lookup table, a which is a dimension table. We can see that it is not something that is changing, it is static to say, because we know what our days is, day of the month, and also our product lookup. We have our product ID. We know that okay, berry juice is product ID number one. In the future, we might say, okay, we're not selling berry juice again. But for now, that is still what we are saying. So it is not going to be changing. Product cost every day, we are selling it at 0.94. It's not as if it is changing every time, except probably in the future maybe there's an inflation or something, then we can change it. But for now, it is not changing every day. So that is why it's also a dimension table. And we also have primary key and foreign keys. Primary keys are keys that we use to link our tables together. While foreign, we usually have foreign keys when we use primary key mainly in a star mode in star model that sorry in a star modeling, when we are trying to create a star schema model. Yeah, that's the right what I was using for a star schema model. We usually use primary key, and but when we are doing a snowflake schema model, we make use of foreign keys because we are trying to link two tables together. We will get to see that in practical as well very soon. We can see here that this is a foreign key, and we also have primary key as well. We can see the primary key here. This is product ID, and this is also product ID, which makes it a which makes them primary key. These are actually unique. Why? Because each product, like I said before, I said it yesterday that primary key is something that is very unique to one another. And I made use of an example of our matric number while we were in school. Two people cannot be sharing matric number, even though if I leave the school today, I graduate, they can't give my matric number to another person. That my matric number, it is unique to me. So that is why it is my own primary key. Example, okay, now let's continue building on our school type of database. So in each department, everyone have their own matric number. So that matric number is what it is actually everyone's primary key. Foreign key is probably our departmental name. Under science and the like, we have people study computer science, statistics. Under social science, we have people study computer science, statistics, and the all. That is an example of foreign keys, because there are thousands of people studying computer science. Example, we can see this date. There is more than one product that is being sold on this particular date. You can see that product ID 869 is carrying this date. Another product ID is also carrying that same date. But that is what is called a foreign key. A foreign key is something that we all can still share. But a primary key is something that is unique to one person. It is unique to only one object or product. So this is what our model view looks like in Power BI. We'll go into there shortly. And if we want to create a table if we want to create table relationship in Power BI, this is just a theory way of us doing it. When we click on this particular icon, the model view in our Power BI front end, we'll see something like manage relationship. In case there is no relationship between this our table yet, we can just manage relationship and start creating the type of relationship we want to create. While managing relationship, we can also edit the relationship in case our table were auto detected. Sometimes when you load table into your Power BI, Power BI automatically detects the relationship between this table. We saw an example of it yesterday as well. You can always go back. I will still upload the recording. We can always go back to see that, because I remember actually deactivated the detection yesterday, because the Power BI can automatically detect relationship for you, and it might not be what you want it to be. So you can always edit the relationship and actually make it what you want it, your relationship, to actually look like. Like I said before, we have star and snowflake schemas. This is an example of a star schema. A star schema actually usually have one fact table, or it can even have two fact tables sometimes. So the fact table is usually in the middle, and it is surrounded by the dimension tables, and it's only have to do with only one primary key. You're not making use of foreign key here. But in Snowflake schema, I can connect from example is this particular sales table. We can see our sales table here. It's connecting directly to product lookup. But here, our sales table is connected to product lookup, while product lookup is also connecting back to product subcategory, and product category is also connecting back to product category. Sorry, product subcategory is connected to product category. That is this sales table that is connected to this table. The table it's connecting to is also connected to one table, and it's also connected to another table. So we are creating a snowflake schema. If we don't know what snowflake is just it looks like let me Google it. It's usually used to represent snow and the likes. So this is an example of snowflake. We can see it here. So this branch has another branch. This also has another branch. It has another branch. So that is why it is actually called snowflake, because there are branches to it. It is not like a star that just have one edge, one edge, one edge. On each edge, for example, if this is our star, that particular edge is branching into several different places again. So that is why that particular schema is called snowflake schema, because it is branch, each one branch is having another branch. That branch of that branch is having another branch. So that is why they use the name snowflake schema. So that's on that. Now let's go into our practical aspects like we did yesterday. Again, one of our colleague named Dana needs a favor from us, and she sent us an email. Hey there, Ethan shared the data model you have been working on, and we might have an issue. Last night I left my laptop open, blah blah blah. Okay, could you please rebuild the model, including all three products table? I owe you one. Thank you, Dana. You are owing us. So what are the key objectives that we want here? Delete all existing table relationship. That is, in case Power BI has auto-detected a relationship between our tables, she wants us to delete all existing relationship. Then we create a star schema by creating relationships between the sales, calendar, customer, product, and territory tables. Then after we've created a star schema, she still wants us to connect all three products table with product subcategory and the product category. So when we create that, it is going to form a snowflake schema. We can see that this table is branching into into sales, calendar, customer, product, and territory. So for us to create a snowflake schema, product here, which is one branch, is now going to have another branch that is going to branch into subcategory and category. Then we can now create a visual using the matrix visual to confirm that you can filter other quantity use values using fields from each dimension table. Now let's go into our Power BI. So this was where we stopped yesterday. Can you guys still see my screen, or it has been lagging? If I go on.
We can
I
see
can
your
see your
screen.
screen.
All right. All right. Thank you. I just wanted to confirm to be sure that internet wasn't happening. So now we've actually loaded all our table yesterday. We've done every data exploratory we need to do. We've done our data transformation and everything using Power Query. So now we are moving to data modeling. So for us to go back to our Power BI front end, I just come here and click close and apply. So all my table is loading. So we can see it here. This is our table, our data icon. Like I said, everything is now inside our Power BI front end. We can see it in table view. I see sales data, product category, product subcategory, everything looking good because we've done our transformation in Power Query. Excuse me, sorry. So now we come to model view. We can say that Power BI has actually automatically detected our table and created relationship for us, even though we didn't want it. Let me zoom out. Okay, yep. So our sales table. I'm trying to like arrange, arrange, arrange it. We can see this auto detection has happened. And what did she say we should do? She said we are to delete all existing table relationship. Fine, thank God. We have these two existing relationship. She wants us to delete it. So I can just right click and delete. While clicking on this line, actually, I was clicking on this line. So I just right click and delete. Are you sure you want to delete this relationship? Yes, thank you. I'll do the same thing here. Right click and delete. Yes. So I would like someone to tell me out of this our table, which is the facts table and which is the which ones are the dimension table. Okay, just tell me. We have only one facts table here. So if you tell me the facts table, then every other one is dimension table. Which one is the facts table here? Let me see
The
my
sales
screen.
that sales data.
Okay, thank you very much. I can't see who the person is. Thank you. So our sales data is our facts table because it's changing every day. People are buying every time. So this is our facts table. Now we have to create relationship. How does she want us to create the relationship? Okay, we have to create a star schema by creating a relationship between the sales and the calendar. Okay, let's create sales and calendar first. Okay, this is our calendar table. Let me bring it here. What and what will I use to link this table together? Can someone please tell me? Let me zoom a bit so you guys can see. Okay. Let me zoom this out. Which column will I link together? Can someone please tell me? So I'm to link my sales data to my calendar dimensional table. Can someone please tell me? I can't see my screen, but I'll check. Hello.
Um, I can't actually see the wordings. They are somehow blurry.
Okay, let me zoom more. What about now? Can you see now? So we are linking these two tables together. Is it still blurry? If it is blurry, I want to take it to the internet. So I'm to connect these two tables first.
I think we should use we should connect
Okay.
the other dates with the dates in the calendar table.
All right. Thank you. You are very right. So that we've created a relationship between our sales data and our calendar lookup data table. So what next? What table are we connected to again? Now we are connected to the customer table. Let me see. Okay. Here's my customer table. This is my customer table. Let me bring it here. What are we using to connect the two together? What column and what column? Can we see it? This is the two tables we want to connect. What's the common thing between them? What is the common column between them that we use to connect them together?
Customer key.
All right. Thank you once again. Okay. Which one is the next one? We are connected to our product table next. Where's our product table? Okay, this is our product table. Okay. What are we using to connect these two tables together?
Product key.
Product key. All right. Thank you. Thank you. We are making progress on our assignment. The next table we're connecting to is our territories table. Let's see again. Okay. Our territory is so close to us. This is it. What are we using to connect? What column are we using to connect the two together?
We are connecting on the sales data to sales territory tree on the territory lookup table. Hello, can you hear me?
Right. Thank you. Yes, I heard you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I believe we finished assignment number 2. Let's see what our star modeling looks like. Okay, let me bring this up. Okay. Okay. Now you can see what the star schema actually looks like. Our fact table is in the middle and it is connecting to other dimension table without this dimension table connecting to any other table. So this is what a star schema looks like. It can be more than 4 table, it can be more than 5 table, but each table is connecting to the sales table and the other table are not connecting to any other table. So now let's see our next assignment. Number 3, connect all 3 product table to we have to connect all the product table, the product lookup table itself, product subcategory table, and product category table so that we can create a snowflake schema. Now let's go back to our Power BI to see how to do that. So let me bring this here. Bring this here. So we have to connect these 3 tables together. I want to believe you guys can see my screen. Is it better or do I still need to zoom in?
I think you should zoom it a bit.
My screen. Is it better now? I've zoomed. Do I still want to
Yes,
zoom
it
in?
is. No, it's okay
Yeah, we
now.
can see your screen.
Okay, thank you. So now we have to connect these 3 tables together. So if I want to connect my product table to my products, there are still other table here. I want to connect my product table to my product subcategory table. What key am I going to use to connect them together? Can you guys hear
You
me?
use the product category key with the product key. Is that
Is
what?
these two tables working together? I'm connecting my product table to my product subcategory at this time.
Can you please enlarge that product lookup table? Okay, you connect the product subcategory table with the product subcategory table.
Okay, product key. I'm thinking you meant to say. So now I'm now creating a snowflake schema. We can see. So this is a branch connected to the sales data. Now from this branch, I'm seeing other branch branching out. So this is now creating a new branch. This particular branch is not connected to this, but this is connecting to this. So that is how we create a snowflake schema. That is why it is a snowflake schema. One branch bringing out other branch as well. So now I have to connect this one. So what do I use to connect these two tables together? I'm to connect these two tables together. How do I connect them? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so how do I connect these two? My product subcategory and my product category. What am I using to connect them?
We use a product category key.
All right, thank you. So now we have created a product category, a snowflake schema. So this is what a snowflake schema will look like. This is our normal star schema. This is our star schema. But now we have on our star schema, we have other branch forming. So like that, we're having a snowflake schema. In case our calendar lookup, we created another a calendar, or we created this month separately, and we have a year calendar separately, and we have a month calendar separately, and we still want to combine them together. So we just join them together with this to form one table. So like that, we'll keep having a snowflake schema branching out and keep becoming larger. So this is what a snowflake schema actually looks like. What does she want us to do next? Okay, now we are doing a little bit of visualization. She said we are to use the matrix visual to confirm that you can filter other quantity value using fields from each dimension table. Now, let's go to our report view. She wants us to use the matrix table. So this is what the matrix table looks like. Let me enlarge my visuals so I can show you. So we have table and matrix. So when you see this, this is table, but this one that has this blue part is the matrix table. You can click on it. What does she want to see in our matrix table? She wants to see that she wants to use the matrix visual to confirm that you can use each other quantity value using fields from each dimension table. So for that, let me do product lookup. I can do product name. So I have product name here, and I can just come to my sales data, order quantity, sorry, what's making value, order quantity, yeah, so order quantity, and also bring in my products territory in case we want to see the territory. Okay, so I can just filter this, click on this just to filter. Sorry, that is territory key. I actually want to see the territory name. Okay, let me do region. Okay, and I filter down, and I want to see all purpose bike stand. How many did they sell in Australia? How many other quantities did they get in Australia? I can see 59. In Canada, I can see 28. In France, I can see that is 19. In Germany, I can see that is 20. But had it been in case we didn't do our data modeling, all this is not going to happen. It will not come out the way it is. Let's delete our relationships and we'll build our relationship again. As we now know how to build relationship, we'll see that it's not going to be how it is looking now. I just want you guys to see the purpose of why we are actually building our data modeling. Let me delete it. We are going to just create them fast again. Might even show you another method how to actually create relationship between table instead of this drag and drop fast method I went through. Yes. So now let's go and see our visual. You can see that it's showing just one number for everything. That is because we don't have relationship between our table. If I drill down or filter, you can see it's not even working. Let me just cancel, fix this. You can see relationship detection. That means there's missing relationship. The relationship is not there. That is why that is that is the main reason why we have to do our data modeling. Your data modeling has to be perfect if you want to get the right visualization. If you want to get your visuals values correct, you have to build the right data modeling. So now let's just cancel. Let's go back to our modeling and do our data modeling. So another method we can use to create data model, I can just come to this manage relationship. If I want to create relationship, I will just click on new. I'll just say my sales data and my product lookup. You can see it's automatically detected this product key. You can see that this one is highlighted and this product key too is highlighted. These other ones are not highlighted because this is the primary key between these two tables. So now I can just say, okay. If I close it, you can see the relationship is here. So that's another way of creating relationship between our data. You can just come to manage relationship. I can click on new to create the new one and just do sales data again. What table do I want to connect to? My calendar lookup. So I want to connect my dates and other dates. Now, so this one didn't create automatically for us. So I had to click on which column and which column I want them to connect to. So I just do okay. And I can keep adding relationships like that. But let's go back to our drag and drop because that seems faster. So we can see that this relationship has been created for us automatically again. So my customer lookup table, there's a customer key to customer key. Again, my territory lookup, so sales territory to territory key. I connected this product lookup table by connecting from product key to product subcategory and this to this. So like that, we have created the relationship. We have our relationship created. So now let's go back to our visual to go and see. You can see that our visualization is back to how it was before. So that is just to show us the importance of why we actually have to create a good data modeling. So that is one of the reasons why it is good to create a good relationship between your model. If the relationships were not correct, our values here will still not be correct. It will not be, we won't be able to like drill through or filter and do the likes and things we are supposed to do. So there is something we need to do. There's another table we actually have to bring in. It is our return table. We usually have our products being returned to us because we are doing sales. There's always a tendency of our customers returning our products to us. Now let's go get that data. We are doing text and CSV like that. Connect. So return data, open. Okay, we don't need to transform it. It is the way it's supposed to be. Can just load it. Now it's created an automatic relationship for us. And just delete the relationship and say I want to create my own relationship as well. I need you guys to know that let me delete it because we actually needed to do our renaming convention um and to check that the data type and everything is correct. Sorry, I forgot to do that. So that means I'm going to transform it first instead of loading it directly. Transform data. We are back to our Power Query. Like I told us yesterday, we always have to like stick to one naming convention. Let's confirm our data type is correct. Okay, date is showing calendar, which is right, fine. Our territory key is in whole number, product key is in whole number, return quantity is also in whole number, fine. This is how we want it to be. So we can now close and apply. Thank you. Thank you. We don't want you to auto detect for us. I can do that myself. Just to confirm. So this return data is also a fact table because it is also changing. People can buy today and return tomorrow. It is not static as well. So it is also a fact table. So it's possible for us to have two fact table in one data modeling. So we are going to connect this to our product table. So I'll just use the product key to connect them together. I also want to connect to my calendar table. So I can just use my return date. My return date with my date. And it's up there. I have the two connected. Also, I want to connect to the territory because I need to know the reason why I connected to the product is because I need to know the type of product that was returned, calendar, because I need to know the date, the particular date the product was also returned. And I need to connect to my territory because I want to know from which territory was this product returned from, or where did they purchase it, so I can know the right territory to return it to. So I will also connect to my territory key. So this is our data modeling for this particular data. Is there any question or suggestion or addition or remove or anything that you didn't understand? So we can discuss it before we end the class. That's why I said the class today is just going to be like an hour or so. So we've come to the end. Is there anything you did not understand while we were creating this our data model? So from
Um,
next week, we'll be having our DAX. We'll start DAX next week. DAX is a data analysis expression where you used to, it's like Power BI programming language. Let me call it that. So if you have question, kindly raise your hand so I can answer you. Just take
please,
the
I have a
next 10 minutes to
question.
answer. Please go ahead, Ezine.
Okay. About that snowflakes modeling, please, how
Okay.
can what's the
Yeah.
feature when you see like your tables? How do you identify? Okay, this is what you're supposed to do. Like this is a snowflake. This thing. How are you supposed to like identify each one?
So see my sales data here. In my sales data, I don't have any table pointing to product category, and I don't have any table points. Sorry, any column. I mean, I don't have any column pointing to product category, and I don't have any column pointing to product subcategory. But I actually have a table for product category, and I also have a table for product subcategory. So I know that what I have to do, I don't want to create a new column here in this my sales data because it's not useful. I don't really need these particular columns in my sales data. So I can now connect them, and my product lookup table actually has a column for them. So I can just connect those tables. I know that, okay, let me connect them to my products table because there is a column bringing them together. If I want to connect this product subcategory to this particular, to my sales data, there's nothing, there's no primary key between the two of them. There's nothing bringing them together. There's no any similar column between them. So that's where you get to know that, okay, there's another table actually that has something that has the primary or foreign key for them. So this particular sales data now, this is a foreign key to sales data. Do you understand now? Did I answer your question, isn't it?
Yes, yes, you did. I have another one.
All right, go ahead.
So when Mr. Joseph was talking about types of data modeling, he mentioned bridge
Mhm.
table, but you guys didn't say anything about it.
Okay, so Joseph actually went in deep to tell you guys the type of data modeling, but the most used one are usually star or snowflake.
Okay.
Yeah, and that is the tool we actually really need right now for the data we are working with.
Okay, no problem. But can you throw like a little light to it? Like just explain it. And maybe how, because like I read about it and
Okay.
they were talking about like two tables, but it doesn't have a fact table. So, and how are you going to like create a fact table since there are two tables that are just like dimensional tables without a fact table in it? How are you going to create it? A lot of those stuff.
So the question you asked right now is for me to explain bridge table. But for this particular class, I wasn't prepared for that answer. So maybe I'm going to go and read about it and I can answer your question later in Discord channel. Is that acceptable?
Yes, no problem. Thank you.
All right, thank you. No one is an island of knowledge. We are also learning as well every day. All right.
Okay.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Ezine. You're welcome.
Uh,
Adeyinka,
Good evening. Yeah, good evening.
good evening. Good
During
evening.
the Excel class, Mr. Joseph actually said he was going
Okay.
to show us how to create calendar, right?
I did
Calendar
that
table.
yesterday.
Oh,
I
sorry,
did
I
that
was not.
yesterday.
All right, no problem. If but no
Thank
problem. Then.
you.
Okay, my
All
other
right.
question.
Abi, can someone confirm that we did this yesterday? Didn't we do calendar table yesterday? I just need someone to confirm, please.
We did. We did.
All
No
right. Thank you.
problem. I can just wait for the recording.
All
I'll
right.
just watch it then.
All right.
The creating relationship in the model. I saw that there's no
Yes.
relationship between the sales data and product category and subcategory. Is it that when you just connected it to the product lookup, it actually works? That's all.
Yes. Yes. Since I'm connecting this to this, and if these two are connecting to this, so anything this particular table is connecting to is like automatically also connecting to this sales data.
Okay.
They are all like this is the root, and this was are just branches. I hope you understand.
Yeah, yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
Mm, okay. All right, thank you. And also, are we going
You're
to be getting
welcome.
Yeah.
assignments for that one?
Are you going to what?
We will be getting assignment like Mr. Jesus also always does every week.
Yes, I'll send our assignment. So I'll send this data for us. So before next class, I will want you guys to like work on what we did in class, the data transformation we did, the data exploration we did, and build your data modeling as well. So that will be
Okay.
our assignments.
All right, thank you.
Because I believe this at the end of this Power BI class, building a visualization for this data and creating DAX expression is going to be our project. So you guys might want to start now. So I'm going to send the data and you guys can do your exploration, transformation, and build your modeling.
All right. Okay.
Next question, please.
Okay. Hello, sir.
Hi, Delvis.
Hello. Okay. My question is on the calendar table. Like
Okay.
in businesses where public holidays are important in their records, how do we factor in public holidays into a calendar table?
I actually don't understand your question.
Okay. For example, for businesses that don't open on public holidays, okay,
Mhm.
it's going to appear on the record as maybe an empty column, an empty row. Sorry. So I don't
Why is
know
it going to
if
empty? It's not, I'm not expecting it to actually show up as an empty row. If we don't have sales that
okay,
day, then it is not going to be in our data at all. It is whatever I put in our
okay, okay,
database that will be there. So if we do not create
okay,
sales that day, it is not going to be showing in our data.
okay. I understand. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, good evening,
Oluwatoyin.
everyone.
Good. Okay, Andrew, you can go ahead. So you are speaking
Yeah,
already. Good evening,
okay,
Andrew.
okay. Sorry, it may seem like an anyhow question, but let me just throw it out there. You've built this
Okay.
data model. You've built this data model, right? How do you save this work?
Yes.
Assuming you want to save this work now and get back to it later, because the last data model I
It,
built
I
on
just
Excel,
I just save my Power BI work. That's it. It is saved like
that's
that.
just it. Okay, so
Yes.
okay, because
If I
on
open it,
Excel,
my model will be showing.
okay, okay, all right, that's
Yeah.
fine. That's fine.
Yes. Don't. I'm actually going to announce the winner of our ticket giveaway for Data First Africa. Like, and I said, have I answered the question before I start going into giveaway, please? I want to believe I've answered the question. Thank you. Um, I can stop sharing my screen and also stop recording. Thank you. So I'm going to announce our giveaway winner. I hope our giveaway winner is actually here, so we don't look embarrassed. Let me stop recording so I don't waste our data when we want to watch.